Dave, I love this. This is the Release 28.
28? This boat's a lot shorter than 28 feet.
Huh? No, it's not. I use the same measure. It tells me I'm 6 feet tall. This boat's 28.
Yeah, you wish. 20 foot, 8 inches.
But let me tell you something. Maybe a little smaller than the other two. It's sweet. Here's something I love about offshore boats as opposed to bay boats. I'm not as young as I used to be. Being able to walk all the way forward and still being deep in the boat is super important to me. Being able to gaff a fish here without hopping up on a platform is really, really easy. If you want to cast, Dave, these cushions come off. You've still got casting platforms on each side.
Well, one thing that we've said all the way through the series is every boat's a compromise. What I believe Release has done is they've given you a good compromise between a guy who wants to have access all the way to the bow, to either gaff a fish or to have security, but yet, if I'm taking the kids and the wife out and I want a comfortable place to sit, I haven't given up anything.
Right, and they're sitting on a fish box full of fish. That is a fully insulated, good long box. And let me tell you what I like about it, Dave. The whole lid opens, okay? When you're trying to control a cobia or a dolphin, boy, is it a lot easier to slip him in there when you've got a hatch cover that big. This bow area of this boat was thought out by a fisherman.
Well, and somebody who likes to take the family out for a cruise. You've got the integrated handles that we like so much, and as you move back, there's some more features that you're going to love, whether you take the boat out for family or you take the boat out for fishing. One thing that most women are going to look for in a boat is cup holders, and this boat's got 4 of them right here on the bow where they're going to be sitting.
They're integrated. You never have to worry about losing them. You're sitting right there, keeping your cold drink right there. It's really a neat feature. Love the size of this door into the head, all the space you've got, easy battery access, even an optional electric head. Dave, Release's good thinking certainly didn't stop at the console. Here's a great idea. The top of the console is recessed. What does that mean? Nothing falls back and falls off. What else they did? They cut a drain right here, so any water that lands on the console goes off to the side and doesn't end up getting on you, or more importantly, your flush-mounted electronics that you got a whole lot of room for. More permanent drink holders right here. Simple, basic, functional, a great console.
Well, one of my favorite things to do is yellowtail down in the keys. This is something I've never seen before. You've got a built-in bucket. This is where I would put my chum. It's right here. I can take the chum, I can put it over. When you pull that nasty chum bag up out of the water, you can drop it right in here. It's out of sight.
Don't leave your chum bag in the bucket. That actually makes it a whole lot easier to clean it out. All you got to do is lift the bucket out and wash it.
Well, you can. Not only that, I've got access down to my bilge. If I have to work on some systems down there, this is a lot easier way to get to them.
Don't get caught up on the size boat you're on. You spread these outriggers out, your spread's as wide as anybody. It makes you much more fishable.
Well, what I like about these outriggers, you can operate them from down here. This is another thing that people need to look for when they're looking for features on the boat. Most of the time, you've got to stand up on the gunnel, you've got to reach on top, and you've got to put your outriggers out. If you've ever tried to do that in rough conditions, it's really hard. The fact that you can grab this handle and swing them out just makes it so much easier.
Dave, isn't it funny now walking to the transom how just about everybody is now doing these stern seats? But I really like what Release did. This is actually 3 different seats. So if you've got somebody that wants to cast off of there, you can lay those down while somebody else sits right here. It's not all or nothing. You can break it out 3 different ways.
Well, this is more than a seat. This is a couch. You can put 4 people across this thing comfortably. I haven't seen a boat this small in length with this wide of a couch yet. This is the first one.
8.6 is a lot of beam on a 20-foot boat, Dave. And let me tell you what it enables you to do. You've got twin live wells, okay, on each side of the boat where they belong. That balances out your weight factor. Remember, water weighs almost 8 pounds a gallon. If you've got 20-gallon wells, you fill up one, you've got 160 extra pounds on one side. Work with both live wells, you'll find it a whole lot easier to trim your boat out.
All right, for a quick wrap-up on the Release 208. It's the smallest boat we've brought by numbers. But really, it's a little bit larger boat than what the Dusky is, because the Dusky includes the bracket, and they don't. They take the entire LOA into consideration.
Well, you're right, and let me tell you, how many of us started on a 20-foot center console boat? I mean, that was the original offshore center console boat in Florida, but man, there's a lot of refinements in this one. They've taken everything smart about the old boats and brought all the new technology and all the new ideas. There's a lot to like on this Release 208.
So if somebody's looking to get out into blue water but doesn't want to take that leap into a lot larger center console, this may be their best boat.